Welcome to the Eclectic Gamers Podcast. Today is Sunday, June 7th. This is episode 273. I'm Tony.
I'm Dennis. We're back.
We're back.
I know you got a huge video game section, which is good because there is very little in the way.
There's a thing or two. It's almost like for whatever reason, everybody decided to have all of their announcements this week.
Well, yeah, there was like the Sony thing. There was the Xbox thing. There was
the Xbox thing.
Oh, wait, that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, the Xbox thing is in like 2 hours.
I'm thinking of the State of Play.
Yeah, there's the Sony State of Play. There was the Summer Game Fest.
Summer Game Fest there.
IGN did a giant reveal thing. 2 hours from right this second is when the Xbox's live event happens.
Okay.
And then Nintendo supposedly has a direct like Tuesday or Wednesday.
So we'll have some more meat for these bones in the next episode.
Yes.
I have made some significant progress in Outer Worlds too.
Awesome.
But that's really about the only video game oriented thing I can share. I haven't played pinball in the last couple of weeks, so nothing to report on that front. What about you?
I've not played anything worth talking about.
Okay.
I've been reading and
I've got a
stuff.
Bob Woodward book I still need to finish. I almost finished it. I might finish it after we're done here. After I'm done editing, actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm very close on it.
Yeah, I've just been doing a bunch of, between that and yard work and all the normal day-to-day stuff, I've just been not.
Yes.
Other than, if you look at my thing, I get random quick games, Dome Keeper.
Yeah, I saw you were on Dome Keeper last night because I
Yeah.
see you in my Xbox friends list.
Yeah, so stuff like that is, I get those and them and like Brotato and quick things that I can play real fast and then just get out type things is all I've been doing lately. And half the times I'm quickly moving towards having my most played game not be Battletech. It's looking to be Star Realms.
Okay.
But it doesn't count because it is an asynchronous play game. So it's not uncommon for me to leave the game turned on for a week because it takes almost no memory. It uses less memory than like YouTube.
Okay.
So I'll normally just leave it up in the background so that when somebody, and I'll have like 12 or 15 games going simultaneously, but since it's asynchronous, I might go like 8 hours and not get nobody else will play.
Right.
And then I'll get a play, and then I might wake up in the morning and I've got a dozen games to play.
So
it just stays up.
It's so convenient versus the Civ 4 asynchronous play we did via email. We did finish that game.
We did finish that game. And, I really did I really like Civ 4. And that game was fun, but the asynchronous is just, that game is a little long player for an asynchronous game.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Oh. Well, speaking of long players, let's go ahead and jump into the pinball segment because I don't know if this one's going to be a long player or not, but I don't have much in the way of news that I felt like talking about. There is something that's circulating, though. So I have an image internally for us. And for the listeners, I have a link to Kineticist Pinball to an article that includes this image, should you wish to look at it yourselves. But this image is circulating.
Spoiler alert.
Yes. Spoiler alert. JJP, which has continued to drop hints about Sonic the Hedgehog. There's an image going around which is purported to be a leak of the unpopulated JJP Sonic playfield. So I'm letting you take a look at it. Again, you don't see the mechs and stuff, but it does have the art and it does have the inserts. So a couple of things I would say is, one, if this is indeed the case, they did go with the video game, which that's the art style. It's not the movie. And I would say I think that was overall a smart maneuver. And then the other thing, and again, Steve Ritchie is the one purportedly who has designed this game.
Yeah.
Gotta go fan. Because
let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like.
And here's the thing, and again, we don't have any of the mechs on it and stuff. But looking at the positioning, I don't see a spot on this for a third flipper like he normally would do. This looks like a 2 flipper, a true fan.
Interesting.
Like up on the Again, I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on in the middle with the Dr. Eggman or whatever, but guy. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of fanned out shots towards the back, and I'm not seeing a place where it would make sense to have a flipper. So I'm curious if he ended up. So if it is indeed a fan, what does that mean? I mean, he's done fans before. T2 was a true fan.
Yeah.
Layout, 2 flipper layout. It could play very, very fast. That could be a sign of that. Fans can be fast. It could be brutal. It could be a long player, depending on how it's set up. Right. Again, if the shots are all towards the back, it usually means you have more time to think. But
can you imagine how terrible a slow playing Sonic the Hedgehog game would be
with Steve Ritchie's name attached to it? I am not worried that you could make it slow. Like if you were to do what my co-host on the Pinball Show, Zach Minnie, does and put all of your games at a 5-degree slope. I mean, you've been to his pin barn. Are his games not the floatiest games you've ever
They're
played?
pretty floaty.
They're pretty floaty. He insists that he has them set properly, but maybe it's the floor and not the game. But I'm just saying, like, welcome to the wood rail era. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, this is all I'm saying, guys. That's all I'm saying. So anyway. There's a way you could make it slow, no matter how Steve's designed it. However, I'm sure the intent will be this will play fast. Now, it could play fast and still play long. I have Stern Star Trek that Steve Ritchie designed. It might be my longest player game that I own.
Yeah,
but it is fast. Like
that
ball moves. It is
does.
A fast game.
Oh, that warp loop.
Yep. But there ain't no Sonic warp loop here that I can see.
No.
According to the
not from the looks. Not
the way the art
from the look
is.
of that.
So anyway. That's really it in terms of the pinball news that I have. We actually got an email this morning, so I dropped it in. Thank you so much, Tom H., for writing in. This is about a discussion we had last time about the one-hit wonder games.
Oh, yeah.
So Tom wrote, Dennis mentioned a one-hit wonder pinball machine. It would be funny to do it in a celebrity deathmatch way with other one but wonder band fighting each other. Okay, it was phrased a little weird. So wait, let me end it. Tom. All right, thank you, Tom. So basically, the idea being one hit wonder, but it's 2 one-hit wonder bands dueling.
So it's like a battle.
That's
of the
the
bands,
plot. Yes,
but they're one-hit wonder bands. Yeah, that could be fun.
It does provide a framework that I could see you using multiple one-hit wonders. Like, what if at the start of the game you picked your one-hit wonder band? You have to tell the song when you pick there. No one's going to know who they're picking.
Right.
And then you go through and you're battling the other ones.
Yeah. I choose Not If You Were the Last Junkie on Earth.
So, yes. I'm going to pick The Cells by Servant. You might know it as the theme to Sin City. That's the one song. I'm probably the only one listening to this podcast who knew the name of that.
I didn't.
Yep. Because people didn't hear the lyrics with Sin City. I actually have that in my playlist, the one with the lyrics. So, all right. Thanks, Tom. That's it for pinball, Tony.
Wow.
I've left a lot of runway.
There's a lot of runway.
And you know what? People like that we are efficient. That's why they support us
efficient.
at patreon.com/eclectic_gamers.
Definitely.
Remember, for as little as $1 a month, you too can help keep these shows succinct. I shouldn't say that until we're through the video game section. But Tony, you mentioned that we've already had 3 major video game event announcements, with one more for sure happening later today, and another one most likely happening in just a few days.
There are so many. Before we get to the announcements, quick little things. Steam Decks finally came back into stock. Everyone had thought, because there was a big announcement by Steam that they had a shipment arriving. Mm-hmm. So everybody thought it was going to be the new Steam machine.
Okay.
And it wasn't. It was new Steam Decks. Because they've been out of stock for like 5 months.
Right. Okay.
40+% price increase across the board on Steam Decks.
Wow.
The 512 gigabyte went up to $789. It used to be under $500. The 1 terabyte went up to $949.
Wow.
It used to be priced more like what the 512 is now. Yeah, it was a 40+% across the board increase in price. completely because of cost of memory, cost of materials. And they sold out in under 24 hours.
Well,
so it'd been one of those things where I've considered off and on over the years getting a Steam Deck, and I was like, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it.
Think of the flex it is now to do it.
And then the price increase happened. I'm like, no, I don't. There's not. Hey guys, this is my $1,000 game, so I can play Brotato on the go.
Yes.
He's like, yay!
Brotato has its needs.
I don't have that kind of. I don't have that kind of swagger to haul around a $1,000 Brotato machine.
Okay. Well, maybe next year
But they sold out in 24 hours. But with this price increase, it really puts the fear out there for what the Steam machines are going to be.
Oh, sure.
Because before everything went nuts, I thought the Steam machine being under $1,000 would be insane. With this, it wouldn't surprise me if it would be $1,200 or $1,500, which is...
It's a lot. I mean, we're talking like what was PC money.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is it is a PC and a console box. That's the problem with it. But at this point, well, you either buy a PC or you just buy a console, and you'll be better off. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. Also, just before we get into that, the Subnautica 2.
Yes, I've been seeing posts about this.
They crossed the threshold.
They did it. They did it. Boys, we did it.
So Crafton will have to be paying out that $250 million bonus. The bonus, because of how it was laid out and the way it was put into the contract, they will be paying out like just a touch over $3 for every dollar the game earns, or something like that in bonus money, up to $250 million. Those Subnautica in early access sold 4 million copies in the first week, and I will not lie. I've seen plenty of people who've posted online. It's like, oh, I know I want to play this game, but I wasn't going to play it in early access, but I still bought it in early access because I know I'm going to want to play this game eventually, just to force the numbers up because people find it for the memes.
Yes.
So good on them. After that long bit of dramatic insanity. So
it is. Yes, it was quite the tale. One of the more interesting ones, actually, in the video game space.
Yeah, because it was interesting, and there was lots of fun stuff going on, and it wasn't union busting, and it wasn't...
And with terminations?
It wasn't... I mean, it had
kind of, but that wasn't the plot.
Right, but that wasn't the main plot.
That was just some flavor.
That was the... Yeah. It was we're laying off like 3 people because we don't want to pay them bonuses.
It wasn't about crunch.
It wasn't about crunch. It wasn't about... Yeah, no. So it was something different than what we normally feel.
Yeah.
And it has a happy ending.
Depends if you're crafting.
Unless you're crafting. In which case, the ending is just like here's the thing. They signed the contract. That was their contract. It's not like they got tricked into the contract.
Yeah. This isn't like that. What's the new legal hotness everyone's talking about? This isn't like that bricks and minifigs thing.
Yeah, that I'm 100% honest.
I knew it was big when Legal Eagle started covering it.
That's when I actually started paying attention to it.
That was the first thing I looked at.
Yeah. I mean, I'd heard about it. A couple of the guys at work have talked about it. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And I didn't pay that much attention to it. And then when Legal Eagle kicked out a whole, like an hour-long video about it, it was like 40 some odd minutes. I was like, oh, this is something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'd been seeing the headlines about it pop up on Reddit. And then when the Legal Eagle one, actually there was body cam I saw first of this guy. I mean, he looked like he was like 12. And I was like, what'd he do? And then it was like, oh, he's a YouTuber. Well, that explains half of it. And then it was like, oh, hey, that's bricks and minifig. I've been seeing the headlines on that. And then right after that, I saw Legal Eagle had a thing, and I was like, okay, because I just fast forwarded through the body cam thing because it was way too long. And then so I jumped over to Legal Eagle, which was also way too long, but it was explained. So I'm just like, whoa, what a mess. This is right up there with Crafton.
I just love that that in the video throughout the whole thing was all of this would have been a lot easier if somebody had called a lawyer like at the very beginning, but instead they called a YouTuber.
Yes. Yeah. It was just like, guys, come on. Oh, so painful. But anyway.
Oh, you got to lawyer up.
Lessons learned? We don't know, but I guess we'll find out.
All right. So we'll start with PlayStation State of Play.
Yes.
They opened the State of Play. And as always, when we're talking about these, I am not talking about every bloody game that is
Donkey
mentioned
Kong?
in all of these things because they are just, there's too many games. We don't have time to go over the multiple hours of all of these things.
I mean,
so
we could because I basically had no pinball.
Well, that's true. There was zero
but you didn't know that when you wrote.
That's true. I did not. So we'll cover...
We'll cover what you wanna. Go ahead and say what I wanna cover. We're gonna cover what I wanna cover. Thank you for the support at patreon.com/collector_gamers.
We love you.
Okay. So what do you want to start with PlayStation?
I was gonna start with PlayStation where PlayStation started, Wolverine. It opened with finally Wolverine's coming. They had an extended gameplay trailer. It was super bloody.
Okay.
Which is probably appropriate for a Wolverine game.
Might have surprised some people because this is the developers that did the Spider-Man game.
This is the developers that did the Spider-Man game, which is not bloody. But some of the other different, like Spider-Man is very much an open world
right.
game.
Yeah, you will webbing around. You've played it.
I've played it, yeah. And I enjoyed it. It's a good game. But Wolverine is not. It is
linear?
A very linear game.
Okay.
He also has a new superpower.
What is it?
When he heals, his costume also heals.
I mean, it's a good visual way. It lets you know you're all better, I suppose.
But there's like
there's
like a clip in the trailer where he's like has the crap beat on him. His costume's ripped to crap and his face is bloody and he's all tore up. And he gets up and as he heals, the suit just forms back. I'm like, wow.
You know why? Edgar suit.
Edgar suit.
Give him some sugar water.
Sugar water.
Give me some sugar water. He's got himself an Edgar suit.
So I think this game is going to be huge. I think more likely than not, it's going to be insanely fun. But also following under PlayStation's new way of doing stuff.
Because you played Spider-Man on PC.
I actually played Spider-Man on both because I had a PlayStation.
I didn't know you played it on both though.
Yeah, my PlayStation 4. My PlayStation 4. Yeah, my PlayStation 4 was a Spider-Man edition.
Oh,
that I'd picked
I forgot
up.
they did Spider-Man edition.
So I played it on PlayStation 4, and then I got it for like $1 on like Steam or something like that. But it's definitely, if you want to play it, you must buy into the PlayStation ecosystem.
Yes,
which is not a big lift, in all honesty, because they're the main ecosystem out there. Let's be honest.
Yeah, though I did, and I don't know if it's in your notes, but I did see a headline that now one of I think it's that new Xbox division CEO. She said, "Yeah, we need exclusives." Yes,
she did, and she also had a thing because she was being called out on just how much when they were showing stuff, Xbox special stuff, they were having the Nintendo logo and the PlayStation logo because it's available on everything. And they're like, well, yeah, we want to make sure people know that this game is available everywhere. But yeah, we should probably make it very prominent to try and get them into Xbox.
So I think it's interesting because a lot of the people like me who own Xbox stuff are like, okay, like I understood like the monetary logic of the especially given where Microsoft plays about having PC releases and stuff, but buying all of those studios and then just dropping everything on PlayStation, it was like,
why would you buy an Xbox?
Yeah, it's like long term. Like if you don't want to do the hardware anymore, I understand. If you want to keep, and they kept saying though the plan was to do the hardware. It's like, yeah, but what's the reason to buy it?
Because there's no exclusives.
Is it cheaper? Is it because it doesn't like I get to have Wolverine and Call of Duty if I buy. You see, it's just I always really like I understood from a monetary software perspective, and I thought maybe in the end that strategy will make Microsoft the most money, but it does. and to everyone else as well. It just begged the question, yeah, but why stay in hardware if that's your plan? But they kept insisting they wanted to, and I was just like,
Right.
why? As a loss leader, it will never lead. You don't have any exclusives.
Yeah.
Like, I know it gets frustrating. No one likes feeling like they have to buy all 3 consoles.
Right. And that is a terrible feeling.
But
now you don't. You only have to buy a PlayStation and a Switch.
Yeah.
You don't need to buy an
there we
Xbox.
go. And it's like, I don't know if the gamers really won there. They kind of won in terms of they don't have to buy 3.
Gamers won. I just don't think Xbox won.
Mm.
And their whole... This has always been the problem with the whole, we want Xbox on everything. We want everything to be an Xbox. It's like, no, that's great. You want everything to be an Xbox, but I'm going to let you in. Just because you can play Xbox games on the PlayStation, it doesn't mean the PlayStation's an Xbox.
Right. Yeah. No, the reason why I said that I'm not sure that gamers overall won is they only win if all of them do it.
Right.
Or there's only one console. Like Sony makes the console and everything's on it. If I still have to buy a Nintendo and a PlayStation, we've not achieved the utopia that everyone claimed that they wanted. All Xbox did was cede their land. So, and again, maybe they made more money that way. But they also rolled back. I don't remember we talked about this last time, but they reduced the Game Pass price.
They did. Yep, they had to. We were talking about that like 2 episodes ago, I think. Yeah, they had to cut the Game Pass.
And what
prices.
a shock! The sales of it are up.
Oh, amazing.
I still don't have it, but
it's amazing, isn't it? It's just crazy.
It's just like so. Anyway, so far,
it's almost like
very
when you reduce the price so more people can afford it, more people buy it, and then your numbers go up.
Yeah,
crazy, weird.
All right, so Wolverine, linear, violent, blood everywhere, Edgar suit.
Then they also talked about The Lost Wild.
Oh, not World. I was going to do my Jurassic Park sounds.
That was the thing. It opens up with like the trailer like is like dragons. It's like dinosaurs. It's like, oh, and then no, it turns out it's like a third-person dinosaur game, but it's
is this Temu Jurassic Temu? Is that what Temu? Am I saying it right? Is it Temu? It's Temu.
Temu,
yeah, Temu. Is this a Temu
so
T-Rex?
Weird to me. It 100% kind of in my mind felt like that they started like making a Jurassic game and then like they couldn't get the license, so they just like made something else.
Mom, can we buy Jurassic Park?
Yeah, we have Jurassic Park at home.
Yeah.
But it's this thing. There is an ongoing theme this year that is partially a continuation of last year, where the theme was action adventure RPGs that require you to get good and have a major Chinese mythology background. That still exists.
Oh, okay.
And it's, if anything, stronger this year even than last year. But it's tempered because apparently there's a bajillion horror games now because horror games have become the new hotness.
Because ever since Capcom started doing the like hardcore remakes of Resident Evil, everyone's just been like, holy crap, there's money in this. And then Silent Hill did it and apparently had success too. And so it's like, it's making money. It's like horror movies. They're cheap to do and they can make quite a bit of money because of that. Because it actually, if you do them right, you can have a good horror movie. A lot of times you have a bad one, but you can have a good horror movie with a low budget. It is possible. But like the genre lends itself to it.
It does. And I mean, that thing is like I don't know, but there's a new Silent Hill coming. Silent Hill Township.
Yeah.
So
and then I'm hoping for the end of the trilogy, Silent Hill Rural Water District. Township. Give me a break. Township.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah. No, I believe you. I'm just like, why can't we have Silent Hill? Rural Water District number 12.
Silent Hill, it takes a village.
Yeah. I did think about saying time for Silent Hill Village, but
Dune Awakening is coming to the PS5 with with like a new single player mode.
Okay.
That's like the Dune survival game because survival games are huge too lately.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
But they're not as big as the action adventure RPGs or as much as horror has surged up. The new Onimusha game is coming out in September.
I don't know what that's about.
It is like Japanese mythology.
Oh, okay. Action adventure
RPG, just like the old Onimushas. But it's got a demo available now. So they are well on their way. Like everything else is coming out in September because nobody wants to dance with GTA.
There's one willing, only one willing to dance.
There's one because they're going to win. They know they'll win. Yeah.
That's your spoiler.
It's a given.
That's your spoiler, guys.
For them, it's not a fight.
It's about survival.
The king always wins.
No, they must know. I can't drop a better hint, guys. All right.
Also, we finally got a release date for Ace Combat 8. I talked about when we got the teaser last year sometime.
Well, you're a big Ace Combat
I'm a huge Ace Combat fan. I love Ace
and
Combat.
I played, what was it, 6? The one where we had to fly through the gun cannon. Is that 6?
Sure.
Maybe that's all of them.
That's several of them. I mean,
let's remember. I had never played an Ace Combat. I think you had loaned me one, and I was playing it, and I was just like, why am I flying down the barrel of a cannon?
It's because it's Ace Combat, man. Ace Combat has the greatest overarching story that is just so rule of cool that I mean it literally the entire story of Ace Combat is it's Earth and everything's fine up to a point, or it's not Earth, but it's a world with everything's good, and then asteroids hit, lots of destruction, lots of people die. But in the course of coming up to it, everybody made super weapons to shoot down the asteroids so they wouldn't hit their areas. And then after everything hit and everyone was recovering and technology was flying out of hand, everyone's like, oh, we've got all these super weapons. Time to conquer the world.
Oh, okay.
So it's suddenly just nations having wars, but you get to fly around in an airplane that has like infinite weapons. You've got like hammer space for your missiles and stuff. It's great, and technology's insane. It's just insanely fun. It is most definitely not a flight simulator.
Yes, no, I would concur with my limited experience with the series that yes, it is not a flight simulator.
But yeah, Ace Combat 8: Wings of Thieves. It's coming out October 2nd. So not very far away, but it's like they hear me when I say never pre-order because pre-order bad.
Right.
If you pre-order Ace Combat 8, you get Ace Combat 0, the Belkan War for free, which is arguably one of the top 3 Ace Combat games. So I mean, it is amazing. So it's one of those things that's like, I don't have Ace Combat 0 for computer. I have it on like my PS2.
Yeah.
But
you have played it.
Do I want to pre-order Wings of Thieves so I have Ace Combat 0? Wings of Thieves looks like it's going to be fun. So, all Ace Combats are fun. Like the worst Ace Combat was the one that took place in the actual world with you know, like the U.S. and Russia. And and that. It was the like Ace Combat Horizons or something. I don't know. It was terrible. It was the worst Ace Combat game. So because everything was more grounded.
Yes,
it wasn't.
That was back when everything had to be gritty and real.
Yeah, it wasn't. We need you to go shoot down this giant flying aircraft carrier drone mothership. Yeah, it's shooting nukes at you while you fight it. So, good luck. Every one of these things is talking about it because it's coming out on every system. Control Resonant, the second Control game, is coming out.
I might have to
September.
add that to my list then. I did play Control. Interesting game, interesting world. I like Alan Wake better. I mentioned this because it's the same company.
Remedy.
But that said, Control was fun.
Yeah. And Control Resonant is like supposed to be like a massive like increase in lore and stuff. So
yeah, the first Control was I mean, it's worth playing just to experience like it's very different. It's just a weird kind of It's like how Alan Wake was weird with the shadow things and the flashlight and all of that, and then you had Control coming in and you're like working for or you're at a federal agency. It's kind of like, it feels a little bit like X-Files. That's probably the best way to describe it, except think X-Files meets Ghostbusters because there's like containment breach at the facility, and you're kind of just thrust into the middle of this, trying to figure it all out. And they're starting to tie these worlds together. So the Alan Wake stuff and the Control stuff are bleeding into each other. That became very obvious in Alan Wake 2.
I never did play Alan Wake 2. I did play Alan Wake. I liked Alan Wake.
Alan Wake 2 is substantially better than Alan Wake. It's just a better put together game. But it is different. It's not so much running around in the woods with a flashlight anymore. It's a little more mind-bendy, but excellent lore stuff going on. Oh, it's confusing. And it's really cool because you get to play both as Alan Wake and as an FBI agent. And the FBI agent has like this profiling power. And it's like they just mix up, like, there's just new mechanics and stuff going on.
Yeah.
But don't worry, the flashlight thing's still there.
That's the important part.
Yes, you still have the flashlight.
The power of a flashlight.
Yes.
Until Dawn is getting a sequel. Until Dawn 2, it's coming out next year. Until Dawn is one of those games that I've not played. I've watched people play it. It's one of those kind of cinematic, like choice making type
I've not played
games. When they first said it, I was like, that sounds familiar. And I can't remember what it was. So I had to look it back up. I'm like, oh, okay, it's that. Because all these games, anything that involves like Dawn or Daylight or whatever, like 9 times out of 10, it's like a survival.
Zombies.
Yeah, it's zombies or survival horror type stuff. And so it's all a little weird. And their big final closing announcement, like I said, we skipped a bunch, but was God of War Glufe, which is Kratos' wife.
Yeah, Mamatos.
No, not the first wife.
Right, no.
No, the first wife died. This is the second wife that died.
Died. Yeah. They all die.
They all die.
That's like a thing.
He's got a.
There's a reason why he's angry.
Yeah, he's angry. He's angry. Yeah, he's got a thing. His wives die. He's Don't think too hard about it. But it seems to take place in the afterlife.
Oh, okay.
And
Hades 3.
And in the trailer, you see there's like Egyptian deities and deities from different pantheons showing up and stuff. So it looks really cool.
Sweet.
I liked God of War, the newest God of War. It was fun. That was one of the games I played on my PS4 back when I had it.
Okay.
When I got it. I still have it technically. It's put away.
Yeah.
But
had to make room for the Steam machine.
Definitely enough to do with that. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 is everybody's moving.
Yeah.
All the announcements. That's the hilarious thing about all the announcements is everything is either 27 or September. Nothing big was in October or December. God forbid November.
You need to leave a runway.
All of the talk running up into this year was that Squadron 42, which is the single-player game from Star Citizen.
Oh, yes. I've heard of Squadron 42. I've heard about it for a long time.
Yeah, me too. But there was a lot of talk coming into this year that it was going to come out this year. And then in the last big Citizen Star Citizen Con thing where they were talking about it, no dates emerged. And they started talking about, well, there's a lot of stuff this winter that is hurting people's timelines. So it's feature complete. They're polishing. It's feature complete. It's been feature complete for like 8 years. It's feature complete. They're just polishing. Some of the actors who recorded voice lines for this game have been dead for a while.
I figured at this point they must have some.
But it's feature complete. They just don't have a release date yet. The last hope is people were hoping that at Summer Game Fest there would be an announcement about it. There wasn't. It's not coming this year. Squadron 42, the feature complete single player game that was supposed to be kind of whet the appetite for Star Citizen.
Right.
It's just
the simplified
thing. Star Citizen has crossed $1 billion earned. It is in like pre-alpha still.
I just don't understand.
I saw a thing where somebody was cheating in the because if you buy in, you get access to the pre-alpha builds and to play stuff. Somebody got banned for cheating, and they were mad because they had $30,000 put into this game.
Yeah, when you spend $30,000, you have a right to cheat.
I don't get it. And here's the thing: I'm a backer.
I know.
I'm a backer from way back in the day.
Yeah.
In what was it, like 07, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've not installed it. I've not played it. I'm not willing to be fair, I'm in for like $100.
Yeah, but in today's money, that's like 10 grand.
That is a valid point.
So
Thank you for making me sad.
Yes, you should be more angry than you are. Yeah, $100 back then.
Right? I mean, I think they need to have a segue thing set up so I can start segueing this to my kids. Because my assumption is that I might get to play Squadron 42 before I die.
Mm-hmm.
Star Citizen is never going to be complete.
There are lawsuits, right? There have to be. Like, people have to be claiming that this is...
I don't think so.
Vaporware.
It's playable.
Ish.
But yeah, no, I don't know. I've not heard of any lawsuits.
Okay.
I've heard talk of them, but I've not heard of any actually being filed.
Mm.
That doesn't mean they haven't. I've not heard it. Star Citizen is one of those things that I like track once or twice a year,
right?
And just kind of see what I've missed because the answer is always nothing.
Yeah, it comes up maybe 3 times a year in Reddit's video game, one of the subreddits I follow, and I'll click on it, and it's mostly just like someone will say something like it'll be like about the milestone or how some purported deadline was missed, and all the comments are like, "What? This is not news. This is how it always is.
This is what it will always be." I just wanted a new Wing Commander.
I know. I liked Wing Commander a lot. Like when I heard about this, I thought it sounded overly ambitious in some ways, like he was overpromising, kind of like a Peter Millennier or whatever style. But I was like, but he does good games. Chris Roberts has had excellent games. And so I've just figured, this could be a really, really cool space flight sim thing. And then it just took, once it started getting as much money as it did, there's all sorts of fallacies. I was trying to think of the fallacy that this is. It's the one where you don't want to change shopping lines, even though other lines are moving faster because you feel like you've invested. Sunk cost fallacy. There we go. So that's what it feels like to me, is that it ended up gaining momentum, like it overcame inertia, and now it's almost like a perpetual motion money-making machine, because once you put in $10,000,
right,
you can't admit you made a mistake. You can't stop. They keep talking to you. It can't be a charade. It can't be fraud. Let's give them another 10 and another 10. And now everyone who's got so much money into it is so desperate for it to be successful. They won't change lines and they won't sue the cashier. They're just like, I have to believe my wallet makes him, but I loves him.
But I loves him.
That's what
he only hits me. He only hits me when I don't do the dishes.
He hits his wallet. He hits your wallet.
Now I have heard that some of the streamers, some of the bigger streamers and personalities are starting to walk, like stop taking part in it.
Well, I mean,
except
how many
for the
people
ones
watch them?
Some of them have pretty decent followings,
okay, but
some of them they do it. It's not their only primary coverage, so they just have given up. And there was a whole big thing where they were running an event, and there was a real big, huge problems with griefing and bugging and dupe cheats and all sorts of stuff like that they were having problems with, and like people were demanding that they make fixes, and it just turned into just more of the same drama that it's always been.
Okay, checking the robots. Star Citizen and its developers have faced several legal challenges. This is the robots, so we have to bear that in mind.
Right.
Most notably, a major corporate copyright lawsuit and individual backer refund cases. The big one was Crytek of CryEngine, which apparently from 2017 to 2020, so it's quite a while ago, had sued for breach of contract and copyright infringement, claiming that CIG violated their game license agreement by switching engines to Amazon Lumberyard and allegedly developing Squadron 42 as a separate standalone. And they officially settled and mutually dismissed the case back in 2020. And then...
Well, they had to switch engines. That engine was out of date. They needed something modern.
The backer refund lawsuits have been individual court cases, not class action.
Which is probably why
they've been largely unsuccessful, actually. So, a 2018 Colorado backers attempt to sue for $4,500 as a refund was dismissed in small claims court because the EULA contained a binding arbitration clause. So you have to go through arbiters rather than go straight to trial.
Right.
So, I don't know. All right.
So, yeah.
Anyway.
It's a thing. So Summer Game Fest announcements.
Yes. So summer.
One of their big announcements was Pal World is leaving early access.
What?
On July 10th. So
now you can back it.
It's making its way through. It's we're not Pokemon with guns, even though we're
I wonder
Pokemon
how well it
with
does
guns.
Nowadays. It was very popular.
It was very popular.
And maybe it still
its
is.
Numbers are still pretty decent from what I've read. They're not what they were, but nothing ever is for that long. They are making, are coming out in 2027 will be a remake of Resident Evil Code Veronica.
I'm sure it will do great.
It seems all of these Resident Evil remakes are like just walking up to the cash machine.
Yeah,
they just print money.
I did the Resident Evil 2 remake. I hadn't played the original. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
really well done. They're just, it's like ground up rebuilds, and I think they even change up some stuff too. So
yeah, everything I've heard about is all the remakes are just solid. They're great. They're not like they're just they take good games and make them great. They get rid of this wonky stuff.
Yeah, the whole fixed cameras.
Yeah,
it's modernized gaming controls.
Yeah, that's good. There's a new Cuphead game coming.
Interesting. Not too surprised.
No, I'm not, especially because Cuphead was one of those interesting kind of independent, weird little things, and then they had the animated series thing.
They almost had a pinball machine.
They almost had a pinball machine. But yeah, there's a new Cuphead game coming. Alien Isolation, the sequel to that game, is coming out.
I never finished the first one. I was playing on the hardest difficulty, and I probably should go back and finish. I hear it ends on a cliffhanger, so I'm assuming this probably continues that.
One would hope, but who knows? It could be one of those things where it has nothing to do with the first one. And
it might not.
The cliffhanger is just,
it's been so long. All I know is I'm someone, and I'm trying to survive in a ship, and a xenomorph is hunting me. That's all I know that I can remember anymore. Because like Alien Isolation was like a Xbox One X game before the series games that I had that I didn't finish. I did have to disable the thing where it was designed, because that was the one where if you had the Kinect plugged in, it would listen through the microphone, and if you made too much noise while playing it, the xenomorph would know where you were.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's going off right now. I'm not going to be like, oh, I sneezed and now I'm dead. No, thank you.
The doorbell rings.
I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't need that much immersion in the gaming world.
It's a bit much. I don't even know on this next one. If you've not seen this trailer, you should watch this trailer. Stranger Than Heaven.
I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
It is an action adventure RPG that takes place over the span of 50 years in Japan.
Okay.
It is it's got violence. It's very kind of Yakuza-like, but it also has a very, very strong music throughput. And so there's violence and music. One of the characters is Snoop Dogg.
Of course.
Like literally Snoop Dogg. And then in the trailer, like they're showing this stuff and they're showing the trailer and stuff, and then Tupac shows up.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I am not going to play this game.
Oh, okay.
But I had to watch this trailer because I'm sitting here. Everything I'm seeing is just people. It's like, I told you Tupac's not dead. He's in a game. I was like, wait, what? So yeah, that might be when I watch somebody stream. It's weird. Sand Raiders of Sophia. It is a steampunk desert survival action game where you the stuff looks like it is like the big spider train thing from Wild Wild West.
Oh, yes.
But you're like going through the desert, like you build your own giant spider train thing.
What was the movie you wanted to see that was the big
Mortal Engines?
Mortal Engines. Did you ever see it?
No, I never did.
I never did either, but I was just thinking.
I think it's free on Prime or something like that. But I never did. Okay. I never did end up watching it. I heard it was okay.
I didn't hear great things, but this was starting to remind me of that.
Yeah. So yeah, but it is a steampunk desert survival. Like I said, you build your big spider walker train tank thing and survive. It. I was like, okay. I'm just watching it. I'm just like, wiki wild west.
Yes. Save Selma Hayek from the metal spider. Is Selma Hayek in it?
No.
Oh, no. I know for me then.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin is coming.
Oh, that's like a comic, right?
It's based off the Last Ronin comic,
right? Okay.
Which is one of the most popular Teenage Mutant Ninja comics out there.
Speaking of Ronins, which reminds me of Japan, which is near China, I did, and maybe I mentioned this before, but I did finally see the Great Wall with Matt Damon, and Pedro Pascal's in it too.
How good was it?
It was the opposite of that. It was stupid.
Was it so far the opposite of that it came back around to good?
It's actually it's entertaining. Like this is something you could eat popcorn to, but it's just like you're just like. Oh, it's tough in a few ways. It's William Dafoe's in it. Like it has a cast and they know how to act. So there is that.
So you're like, what happened?
It's like, why is Matt Damon, Pedro Pascal, and William Dafoe in my Chinese period piece? Except there's also supernatural stuff. So
that's why.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's just
Matt Damon.
Yeah. Matt Damon. Anyway. I'm not going to recommend you see it. Instead, I will recommend you see Bullet Train. Bringing us back. So
good.
Oh, it's real good. Bringing us back to Japan. There.
So good. Bullet Train is so good.
I was
surprised.
I remember.
Well, I was shocked.
I thought it would be all right. It seemed pretty zany, but I was really impressed at how well put together it was.
Yeah.
And I regret not seeing it in the theater.
Yes, I think I agree with you. I kind of regret not seeing it in the theater too because I saw it on Prime, I think, and it was one of those. It's like I've heard good things about this. I think it'd be okay, and then I'm like,
"You're a dirty diesel."
It was over. I'm just like, I kind of want to just start this movie over again. I kind of almost feel the need to go back through this to see what I missed.
It's a lot of fun.
It's a huge fun.
Unlike the Great Wall.
Unlike the Great Wall.
So.
There is a new Gundam game coming out. Gundam Rogue Orbit, which is... I don't know how to explain it from watching the trailer. It feels like Gundam Zero Dawn or
so the Gundam are hiding in the tall grass?
Core Gundam.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's more like Gundam are fighting like giant semi-mechanical monster things.
Gundam Pacific Gundam?
Kind of.
Oh, okay.
It's weird. I don't know. I mean, I've watched enough Gundam stuff. I don't recall them normally fighting weird alien monster
like fighting
stuff.
Zakus.
Normally they're fighting,
other humans.
Other humans because people suck.
Yeah, that's kind of been the theme of the show.
Yeah, like from the beginning, that's like the theme.
And then there were also the Dynasty Warrior Gundams, which was also basically just lawnmower simulator.
Yes, and just like any Dynasty Warrior game, it's
with
Gundams, but it's just the joy of going, no. I've got one guy. They've got 100,000. 30 seconds. Let's go. What happened? I don't know. They just wiped out the population of the city. What did he do? He swung his sword 3 times.
Time for a colony drop.
Died. There's a new Guild Wars coming out. Guild Wars 3 is coming.
The MMO, yeah. I never played it.
Star Wars Galactic Racer because we can't get enough.
Let's try
Pod
spinning.
Racer.
Now that's pod racing. No, this is pod racing.
I can't. I know this is not the first time we've seen this game announced, but there was a new trailer for it. It's just one of those things. It's just like it's just literally there's a pod racing game.
A lot of people like
out.
some of the older pod racing.
It's like, okay, pod racing, let's go. Talking about older games, Virtua Fighter Crossroads is coming out because apparently we need a Virtua Fighter game. It's been 20 years since the last.
It worked for
Virtua
Killer
Fighter
Instinct,
game.
so.
Well, yeah, but Killer Instinct was better than Virtua Fighter. It always was. Virtua Fighter always felt like all these other fighting games are doing really good. We need to get in on this. It is like the Temu fighting game is how I've always felt about
viewed
Virtua
it as
Fighter.
Maybe a too early attempt at doing like 3D.
Yeah, it could be. It was.
It's clunky. It's generous.
It's the Wish.com fighting game. It's the Wish.com fighting game.
Mom, can we get Street Fighter? No, you're not allowed to play video games. You could have Virtua Fighter. Well, even even moms know that Virtua Fighter is not what you want. They don't care.
No, we can't play Street Fighter because I don't love you. Here's a couple quarters to go play Virtua Fighter. I'm going to play Galga. No, there's too much joy in Galga. You're not allowed. I want to play Missile Command. No. Missile Command's fun. Play Virtua Fighter. You can play the claw game, but if you get anything, I'm burning it. Okay. 1666 Amsterdam is from some of the creators of some of the original Assassin's Creed games.
Okay.
But it is a witchcraft-centered time travel game where you change characters to get through different parts of the game between being like a witch and a cat.
Okay.
So it's
yeah, it sounds a little bit like gosh, I can't remember. Was it Dishonored? Mm-hmm. Dishonored meets Assassin's Creed.
I can kind of get that kind of feel. But again, it falls into the action adventure RPG framework that is the still huge, basically since Elden Ring or any of the Souls games, let's be honest. But I think Elden Ring kicked it into high gear. The Souls games were huge, but after Elden Ring, everything got even more about it.
Yeah, I think the Souls games are always a little niche for a variety of reasons, but Elden Ring seemed to just really broaden up the audience.
Yeah, it's everywhere now. Lords of the Fallen is getting a second game, which I didn't think the first game did that well, but apparently good enough to get a second one. Continuing our Star Wars games, Star Wars Zero Company is a turn-based tactics game. So XCOM. Okay. Set during the Clone Wars. So, honestly, I think this is a really, really good idea. It's one of those ideas that you sit here and you're looking at it and you're like, man, I kind of wonder why they didn't come out with something like this earlier.
Turn-based tactics that's a tough, unlike action adventure games. Turn-based tactics is a tough one. You gotta that audience is picky.
It is a very picky audience. There's been several of them lately that have gotten kind of big-ish, besides XCOM, obviously. But yeah, no, it feels like combining Star Wars with that is a really good idea.
I could see it with Clone Wars, especially if you're doing battles and stuff. That it seems to make a lot of sense to me. If that's the approach. Yeah,
that seems to be the approach. So we'll see how that turns out. I am interested in that one. Among Us has a new game coming out.
2020 called Nobody Cares.
Right. Oh, and it's Among Us. It's called Among Us Story on Guard because it is a narrative Among Us game.
Okay.
Where you play a guard and a murder has taken place and you have to prove your innocence. It's like, okay. So, Sure, whatever. Among Us is one of those games that, you know what? Good for them. Because that game was out for a long time, and suddenly streamers found it like right in the COVID times, and it went huge.
Mm-hmm.
And those creators made bank on it. Good for them.
Yeah, it was like that and Fall Guys got really hot in the pandemic.
Because everyone was trapped at home, so
Yes.
they wanted games that let them play with people. Final Fantasy XIV is coming to the Switch too.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
It just like any other MMO on, and that's one thing. I didn't talk about it. There are like a dozen free to play MMOs coming out. I don't think I talked about any of them, but
just Guild Wars, but that's not one of the free to play ones. I'm assuming.
I don't.
Guild Wars 3.
I don't remember. I don't think so. But there's a ton of free to play MMOs coming out.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't really think there was that much room left in that market. It's one of those things. It's like, okay, who has a burning desire to go back to MMOs? Every once in a while, I get the little itch. It's like, maybe you should try World of Warcraft Classic, just like the old days before the expansions came out. Maybe just try that. And then like a couple minutes later, I'm okay and it's over.
Okay.
And I'm good.
That's good.
So, and then someday it comes, maybe just Burning Crusade. I lost my place. There we go. So, Sword of Legends is yet another action RPG pulling from Chinese mythology coming out. It actually, I recommend this one specifically because the trailer is a little zany-ish.
Okay.
At least it's weird, but it just falls into the same action adventure RPG thing. Final Fantasy VII Revelation, the last of the 3 Final Fantasy VII remake games to finish everything up, is coming out. Finally. I've not played any of the remake games, honestly, and I don't know if I will. But I definitely wasn't going to play it before they were all out. But Final Fantasy VII is one of those games that it is quite possibly my favorite Final Fantasy. It is definitely in my top 3 Final Fantasies. And I just don't know if I ever feel the need to go back to that game, especially not in such a completely redone format.
Yeah, I might once they're all out. Simply because my understanding is it takes there's different story beats going on with it, so it won't be the exact same quote unquote experience. But I haven't decided yet.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It was definitely not going to happen before they were all out.
Right.
Not with years and years taking place between them. So, on top of all of that, for the last couple of days, IGN has been doing a big thing where they've been throwing out a bunch of announcements. I just grabbed a couple of them, including some of the biggest, most important announcements in all of video gaming right now.
Yes. Speak the words.
But first, Star Trek Shadow Frontier. Because Star Trek needed a horror game.
Okay.
So it's a Star Trek horror game that the main character or a character is Ro Lauren from TNG. For those people who don't remember who Ro Lauren was in TNG, she was the first Bajoran we ever really saw who was like on the crew for like season 6, season 7. Who ended up being like a Maquis agent type thing. She's in it, and they got the original actress to do the voice work.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it is 100% like a horror, a Star Trek horror.
I mean, Haunted Spaceship has a lot of potential.
Yeah, it's been done multiple times, just never with the Star Trek paintbrush put over the top of it.
Yes.
Though, to be fair, there have been a lot of very horror-themed Star Trek episodes.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was just thinking.
So it's not something new to Star Trek. It's just new to like Star Trek
games.
gaming.
Yeah.
So, Halloween, the game has a new single-player trailer thing out for everybody who wants to be Michael Myers.
Oh, you play as Michael?
I don't know.
I didn't know there was a Halloween game.
Yeah, there's a Halloween game coming out. It wasn't like a gameplay trailer. It was just a teaser trailer. Okay. And then just because we had to get the synergy there, the Jason universe is doing a collab with Dead by Daylight, so you can have Jason in Dead by Daylight.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that.
It just makes total sense. But the biggest announcement, the thing that's going to crush GTA, yes, the remake of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, the Godzilla Melee Combat fighting game.
Yes.
Is coming out in November because they just looked at Grand Theft Auto and they're like, you can't hurt us. We're the king.
Mm-hmm. That's right. They're very brave or something.
They're very knowledgeable. I was reading stuff in the Godzilla subreddit, and somebody was like, "You're gonna want to write this down." So it's like, GTA stands for Godzilla time. That's clever. That's clever. So, they're gonna crush it. I would laugh so hard. It would be so funny. It's never on Earth going to happen.
I mean, but do you think maybe some of these companies are being a little like, honestly, are your sales going to be that different going against Grand Theft Auto?
I think they are. I think they're being too
scared.
Some of the games that are running for one. Any game that is not in a similar game style, I don't know why they're running. You're looking at different players. But some of these games, I know it's because they're, the big AAA huge titles, and they're like, oh, we can't. It'll hurt ourselves. And it's like, I can understand you don't want to drop within a couple of weeks of GTA. These people are moving months away from GTA. Mm-hmm. They're pushing into September. Or they're pushing into late spring. They're like, there are games that were originally talking November, December, late October releases that are now talking Q1 27, just because they want to avoid what they assume is going to be just the black hole of GTA taking every sale and being the only game anybody plays.
Right.
So we'll see. I'll be honest. I've not really been that into any of the GTA games in a while.
I mean, I played 5 years after it came out. I didn't get into the online play of it. I liked playing the story. I've liked playing through the stories of all the GTAs. They're not day one buys for me, and even if they were, I wouldn't be playing it for months. Like I would get through that game within a month.
And I think it's the online section that people are. I think that's what they're afraid of.
Right, but if it's got legs like the GTA 5 online, I mean, it's like Battlefield 6. Like, it's online still like, you can't avoid that. Like, and so many Call of Duty said the same thing. Like, that's just going to be a part of people's time consumption, just like people are playing Marvel Rivals still.
Yeah.
Like, it consumes a lot of time. Valorant has people playing. It consumes a lot of time. Like, that's inevitable. There's no escape from that. So I just don't understand. That's the sound of inevitability, Mr. Anderson.
So yeah, I don't know. I think too many people are too afraid, and I think they're moving too far.
Yeah, they do seem pretty scared.
It is making. I think so many of them have moved into September. They're going to hurt themselves as bad as if they dropped in November because there's so many games trying to drop in September.
It could be.
So GTA is going to be even bigger because nothing is dropping around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else is hurting their own sales because they're dropping the same time as a dozen other games.
Yeah, makes sense.
So we'll see.
And we will. It's tough.
We'll see how it goes. Well, and we'll see because again, we're looking at an hour from now, Xbox is going to come out with a bunch of announcements. I doubt there's anything new because, like we said earlier, it's not like Xbox does exclusives. Everybody's all their games have already been announced on for PlayStation and PC and Switch. So we'll see what it ends up being, but I'm not Xbox games.
Right. Yeah.
I think the big thing will be to see. I think this is their first big, like really big announcement run since the change.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So I think that'll be the big difference.
And they do control a lot of companies, so there may be some new announcements.
Yeah.
I mean, they do control a lot of producers at this stage or development companies. So
right.
We'll see.
We'll see if they have. If when we're watching the Xbox showcase and they're showing the PlayStation symbols everywhere.
Yes. Those will probably still be there.
Probably. We want to make sure people know they can play it anywhere. Please buy our games.
Please clap.
Please buy our console. So that's what I've got.
Okay.
That is the video gaming for this episode.
Well, people want to reach out to us about the video games with their thoughts. They can email us eclecticgamerspodcast@gmail.com or go to facebook.com/eclecticgamerspodcast. I've already plugged the Patreon, so I won't plug it again.
We're available on Twitch and Instagram as eclectic_gamers.
And we'll be back a couple weeks. Probably be able to talk to you about these video game announcements that are going to just happen here in a little bit. And maybe Sonic will be fully officially known at that point. So we might have some more detail.
I think their teasers make it very obvious considering the rumors.
Oh, no, they're announcing in June. It could technically be the last week of June, and I will have to wait another episode, but we'll see.
Right, we'll see.
But until then, my name is Dennis.
I'm Tony.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.